Okay, so it's been a bit. My last upload was about 3 months ago, and life happened, so I didn't get an update in very quickly like I should have. I did end up going into the shop that same week and getting that return all sorted out. It's kind of a mess because like they mostly deal in like this old POS system. So they pretty much have to work off of like receipts and inventory and whatnot. It's just weird. Not up to date for a modern storefront. But I mean, I imagine they probably don't get a lot of returns because all sales on firearms are final, and can't imagine a lot of people are returning ammo, so it's pretty much just accessories. And they don't have a whole lot of accessories. I mean, they pretty much have everything you could want, really, but anywho, so ended up going in hoping to get a sling by just returning the 2 items and then getting a sling. And I did that, and they didn't have the sling I wanted. And I'm still a little salty about it, but dude went off on this like racist tirade against China and saying how like, oh, the Chinese Magpul is like crap and you don't want that and whatnot. And I was like, alright, so what do I want? Tell me what I want, Mr. Shopkeeper. And so he ends up hooking me up with this Vickers Tactical Blue Force sling. And I mean, it's definitely high quality. Like, the material is really thick, durable. I can't imagine I'd have any problems with this thing. I'll show it off here in a second when I'm done with the story. It was $100. It was a $100 sling, and like, I know that's just the price you pay for quality these days, but like, a sling shouldn't be $100 fucking dollars. It's ridiculous. It's just, at the end of the day, it's just a piece of fucking canvas that helps you fucking hold your goddamn rifle straight. Keep it close so you can draw it faster. But it's neither here nor there. Anywho, so we've done some upgrades. We've shot some shots. So we'll go ahead and go over some of those. Yeah, so like I was saying, I've got this sling here. I've got it wrapped around the length of the rifle right now, but it's got a nice adjustable pull strap, so you can just kind of pull quickly to tighten and loosen as needed. It's got these little QD mounts, or QD detachment points, which is pretty much what I was looking for. I just walked in and I said, you know, like, I need 3-point sling with QDs and adjustable length pull or slide or whatever the fuck you want to call it. This is a little extra here. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I'm still a little, I don't know, wary of it, but it's a little quick release dong that you can just pull on. It'll quick release. So, you know, I guess if you're in a situation where you fucking need to get free of this rifle fucking fast, I don't know, maybe the thing's on fire, or maybe like you're snagged on something, I guess. I don't know. Can't really think of a whole lot of situations where you would want to free yourself with a rifle. I mean, if I want to be without a rifle, I think I'd just rather be dead in most cases, but that's just me. So yeah, there's that. Did something that a lot of people are probably gonna think is fucking sacrilege, fucking heinous or some shit, but I put a vertical foregrip on my rifle here, and I did not take off the angled foregrip here. And the reason I did that is because these two different grips serve very different purposes for very different situations as far as I'm concerned. So I have no reason why I wouldn't want both. I did make sure that this is far enough up that it's not getting in the way of a fucking mag release either, because I saw that problem coming. Because I wanted to put it back down here so I could choke up on it easier, but gotta push it a little bit further out so that it's not in the way of the magazine as it comes out. But here, the angled foregrip, I would say that's more for some precision shooting. You know, when you gotta be standing and you gotta be moving, but you want to get that accurate shot. This is where you choke up to. This is where I would choke up to. Not that I'm like experienced at all in warfare or anything like that, but you know, I don't know. People give me a lot of shit for this, but like, got over almost 3 decades worth of video game experience under my belt. I've been playing pretty much every shooter that's existed for the last 30 years. And like, people will say, it is. Like, it's a little bit arcadey, it's a little bit gimmicky, but you can see through that shit and sort out the realistic shit. And there's a lot of realistic shit, and they keep pushing to make it more and more realistic. So like, there's valuable practical knowledge to be ascertained from that kind of stuff. And anywho, not that fucking grips matter at all in fucking video games, but it's just a tangent I'm going off on. A little bit of a disclaimer. 3 of my 4 cats are in this room right now, so this might get a little annoying. But moving on. Get off the table. Where was I? Okay, so yeah. So this is new. Vertical foregrip. What else do we add here? Oh. So, fucking jackass at the fucking store insisted on fucking ordering me the right fucking cheek riser. Even after I basically told him, you know, I didn't really need it anymore, or wasn't super interested anymore, I guess. But he ordered it for me. I figured, you know, no big deal. It's like, it's a $10 cheek riser online, so like, I'll just pop back in, buy it, even though I'm a little sour from some of the experiences so far. And he calls me and tells me it's in. And he charges me $17 for this fucking thing. MSRP is $10. He charged me $17. And I checked the receipt, and it wasn't shipping and handling costs. It was just, that was the rate. That was the sticker price. So that's a little frustrating. I haven't been back in there since then. That was quite a while ago at this point. Would have been pretty much the week of right after I made that video. What else? I don't know if we've done a whole lot of stuff. Oh, changed out the grip core once again. Realized the AAA battery thing was kind of silly, considering I don't actually have a sight on this thing, or a dot sight rather. So tossed in a little lube bottle, because you know, you never know when you're gonna need lube. But more seriously, like, I can actually see myself, you know, putting some lube down the barrel while I'm at the range. I don't see myself pulling out a AAA fucking battery and fucking putting it into my non-existent scope, sight, red dot, whatever. As you might notice, I still don't actually have a sight. It's still gonna be a while longer before I get one. At least I think so. Because money's kind of tight right now. Yeah, it's just the way things are. I actually need to go back to this for a second. I actually only put that on for the video. I normally don't have it on here because it actually gets in the way of sights on the irons, which, you know, obviously, yeah, it's gonna do that, but again, I'm not gonna have sights on this thing for a while, so this doesn't really do me any good. It just gets in the way. But hey, it's there when I'm ready to get a fucking sight on this thing. As far as round count goes, kind of lost track, if I'm being completely honest. Let's see. So the last video I said 61. I've shot 2 more times since then. I think the next time I shot, I used up, oh shit, I think I used up 4 magazines? 4 times 3, 120, so 120 plus 60, 181, that sounds right. So I was at 181 after my New Year's shoot. I went and shot at New Year's, the day after New Year's. And then I just went and shot recently, and I used 5 mags that time. So that was 150. So 180 plus 150, we are at 331 rounds. Gotta write that down somewhere. I mean, it's eternally documented in this video, so I guess I don't. But anywho, I just cleaned this today. That's actually why I'm making this video, is because I just felt like, fuck it, like I might as well do an update now that I cleaned it, because I've been putting the update off because I hadn't cleaned it. I didn't want to be like, yo, it still works, and then fucking like find out that it's a huge fucking crack on the trunnion or some shit like that. But I looked really hard, and you know, there's still like a little sliver of what seems like some kind of like, I don't know, kind of damage on the trunnion. Just like a tiny little nick out of it. It could even be a scrape. It's hardly anything, but it's not a big deal, and it doesn't look like it's progressed, which is the important thing. Anytime you have something like that, it's not necessarily about how bad it looks right now, it's how bad it looks after you keep repeatedly taking the firearm out and firing it. So with no progression, I guess you could say, I am not super worried about it. Oh, that was the other thing. So last time I talked about this enhanced buttstock and how there was a gap, and it looks like all you gotta do to fix that gap is just, I guess, shoot it. Just shoot the shit out of Because, yeah, it's pretty much gone now. But, anywho, that's the AK update. C39v2, that is. I don't know when I'll have another update. I probably won't update again until I have an optic on this thing. So that could be a while. So yeah. Just realized it's probably gonna flip the camera, but I'm fucking infamous for that at this point. Just gonna keep flipping it. Anywho, yeah, so C39v2 update 3? Part 3. Upgrades, part 2. I don't know. Nobody fucking watches this anyways. I will see you when I've got some fucking sights on this thing.